Legend of the Komodo King, guardian of the sky and sea. Long ago, when the earth was still young and life began to flourish, there lay a hidden island amidst the blue seas and coral-covered hills, blessed with the wonders of nature. This island was known as Komodo. However, the island was not only renowned for its beauty, but also for its majestic and noble protector, the Komodo King, a creature created by the hands of the goddess of nature to safeguard the harmony of the place. It is said that the goddess named Araya observed from above how the small island was beginning to fill with life. Yet she felt that something was missing. Without balance, plants would be consumed by grazing animals, and the sea would lose small fish that were food for birds. Araya then decided to create a guardian, a being that was strong, wise, yet also full of compassion for nature. From the reddish-brown earth that symbolized bravery, combined with the blue seawater that brought calmness, she created the Komodo King. His body was massive, his scales hard as a knight's armor, and his eyes shone with authority. In his breath was power, and in his tail lay agility. Over time, the Komodo King performed his duties perfectly. He ensured that deer didn't overgraze, helped organize birds so they had space to nest, and maintained balance between predators and prey. But there was one thing that made the Komodo King more revered. He protected the islanders from external threats. The inhabitants of Komodo Island, who lived by respecting nature, worshipped the king as their guardian. They believed that as long as the Komodo King was among them, no harm could befall the island. As an expression of gratitude, every full moon they held a small ritual on the beach, bringing offerings to place on a large stone called the Offering Rock. But one day, a large ship appeared on the horizon. The ship belonged to a hunter named Victor Caro, who had heard stories about the Komodo King from a merchant who stopped by the port. Intrigued by the tale of the giant creature, Victor wanted to capture it and make it his prized collection. Victor brought a full team armed with modern weapons, traps, and explosives. He was confident that he could defeat the creature. But as they landed on the shore, the atmosphere suddenly changed. The once clear skies turned cloudy, strong winds blew, and the sound of waves grew louder, as if the island itself was warning them. As Victor and his team ventured deeper into the forest, they felt watched. Suddenly, from behind thick bushes, the Komodo King appeared. His body was twice as large as Victor had imagined. His scales gleamed like steel under the lightning, and his red eyes stared sharply at the intruders. Victor tried to command his team to attack, but before anyone could move, the Komodo King let out a low roar that resonated like thunder. The team immediately felt terror, but Victor, in his arrogance, raised his weapon. However, before the bullet could be fired, the Komodo King's tail swept the ground with immense power, destroying Victor's weapon. The islanders, hearing the commotion, rushed to the scene carrying torches and surrounded Victor and his team. They sang prayers to Araya, and suddenly, the wind carried a soft voice, as if the goddess was speaking through the Komodo King.
"Leave this place and never return,"
the voice echoed. Victor and his team fled in fear, leaving behind traps, explosives, and their ship. They vowed never to return to the island. After this incident, the inhabitants of Komodo Island further honored their king. The Offering Rock on the beach became a sacred place, and this legend continued to be passed down from generation to generation, teaching the importance of maintaining nature's balance and respecting life.